Finances and living overseas. Do you need to be rich to actually be able to survive living outside of your home country? Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me now 10 years as an expat slash nomad. I'm on my fourth country, third continent in Lusaka, Zambia, in the southern region of Africa. And one of the things I'm starting to do now is share tips and tricks that I've learned along this way of this 10-year journey. And also, if you're thinking about becoming an expat or already one, why you should be looking into Lusaka, Zambia, or just the whole region of Zambia as an option also because of the opportunities here. So in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about what type of finances do you realistically need to have or should have before leaving your home country and deciding to move overseas. Now, I've lived in Panama, Colombia, South Africa, and now Lusaka, Zambia. And so through not only my travels, but now I'm starting to see a lot of videos of people begging on the internet, especially YouTube, or just talking about how broke they are. So like I shared with you the video that I had saw about the guy in the Philippines. He's barely scraping by. He's broke. It sounds like he's like $10 away from becoming homeless sometimes, just by looking through his videos, but not reaching out and getting personally into his finances. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, he's a grown man and he's well older than me, so he should have his stuff together, or at least be trying to take the steps to figure it out. And then like this morning, I was watching a live. It's a young guy who he says he's in Brazil right now. I don't know. He does live streams. He's a passport bro. However, every time he goes live, he's going live to beg for money, whether it's to go on dates, to get a new Airbnb, to travel somewhere. And this nonsense has to stop. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm all about traveling. I'm all about living in other countries. I'm all about learning new cultures, all of those things. However, no one else owes you the right to live what you consider your dream. Each person as an individual has to make a sacrifice to get to where they want to get in the world. One of the sacrifices that I made was going to the military and going to war. I have 10 screws in my spine that reminds me on a daily basis of the sacrifice that I made to get where I am today. Not only that, part of that sacrifice, what most people don't see is I'm disabled. I am 100% disabled. Not only from the mental health issues that I was suffering from the war, but also from the physical issues. Like, if you talk to someone who's had a spinal fusion, they'll tell you they're in pain a lot of times. Like, even right now, I can't show it on camera, but like I have a dark mark on my neck here from where my neck was so bad in pain. I used those little suction cups to help alleviate some of the pain, and it took out the pus, the fluid that was just stuck in there, building up in my neck, and now still a dark green there. Because one of the things that happens when you have a spinal fusion in the area that I have it is your rest of your spine starts to slowly become unaligned. And it's expensive to take care of that. Like, you got to remember, like, and it's not complaining, but this is just really letting you see, like, just because you see some of the videos that I shoot, you see me traveling from place to place, you don't see the things behind the scenes. And one of those things behind the scenes is the chronic pain that I deal with. Like, if I'm taking a bus somewhere, even flying somewhere for long distances, it hurts my body. That's why one of the reasons why I eat my lifestyle's the way it is. I'm even improving that better now with smoothies and all these different things. But like, these individuals, what I'm seeing is they're not willing to sacrifice much of anything to get what they want. And so how did I actually get here? I'm going to explain to you how I actually was able to do this. Originally, my plan was to wait until 2020 to leave the United States because I wanted to try to stack up as much money as possible. At that time, I was actually paying $2,000 a month on my mortgage to pay it off early. Instead of paying it for 30 years, I wanted to get it out 15 years or under. However, we decided to leave the U.S. 2 years in. So all of that money extra that we were paying towards the principal, when we sold our house, and when I say we, it was myself and my late wife, Cece, We didn't make money off of that house. So many people thought we made like this nest egg of money. All of this, we were having cash. No, we didn't. When we realized how much it really take for us to be able to live outside of the United States, and we saw that just from my military pension, that would be enough to survive and also be able to save and try to do other business ventures. We said, you know what, let's go for it. And we went all in and did it. And we didn't have a nest egg of money. So like, you don't have to have hundreds of thousands of US dollars sitting on hand. However, you will need possibly a reoccurring pension or some type of income that is coming in on a guaranteed basis. For me, every month, as long as I'm living, I will get my money from the US government for being a veteran, a disabled veteran, and I'm 100% disabled. And so that is what I live off of majority. I do have other streams of income that I have set up over these 10 years. One is through real estate. It pays me about $100 quarterly, and I get that 4 times a month through Cardone Capital. Also, I have some book publishings. I have a book publishing company with Amazon. So I have journals and things like that that get sold on a monthly basis between the US, UK, and Japan. That also brings me in a little bit of money each and every month. However, if you don't have those things in place, what are some things that you can start doing now to start making money or trying to get passive income or recurring income? And I would suggest looking to network marketing, multi-level marketing. I know so many people think like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a scam. The biggest scam in the world is you trading all of your time to work a 9 to 5 that will never pay you enough money to reach the goals that you want to reach. Even if you're a high income earner, the thing about it is most people are not taught lifestyle inflation. As we make more money, and this doesn't matter if you're an American, if you're African, if you're from the UK, wherever you are, everyone has lifestyle inflation. As you make more money, you're going to start spending more money on your lifestyle. You're going to upgrade your car. You're going to probably upgrade your house. You're going to upgrade your clothes. If you're a jewelry person, you're going to upgrade your jewelry. You may even upgrade to a family. All of these things are lifestyle inflation. So a lot of us have been taught to look at the person up making more than us and be like, oh, they're so lucky. But you don't know the stress that they're under from the bills that they make. Even when Cece and I were making well over 100,000 US dollars combined, we wasn't living a great life. We wasn't out here living the dream, doing what we want to do. We were budgeting. We were budgeting on a daily basis. And one of the things that we started seeing was no matter how much we trade our time for a check, it was never going to be enough money to really live the life that we wanted to live. And so we started looking into what are ways to open up businesses, what are ways to make income on the side. And so that's where network marketing and multi-level marketing comes in handy. Now, before you start saying, well, I know this person who it didn't work for, or they got ripped off, really ask yourself, is that a person you would give $1 million to and expect a return of interest? Like a lot of people who get into network marketing are getting in there for the wrong reasons. They get in there to try to get rich quick. And yes, it is 2025. And guess what? You're probably seeing a lot of videos right now, especially on YouTube. Oh, network marketing is a scam. Oh, these pyramid schemes. So the pyramid scheme, what they call it, is a pyramid structure. That is another form of a business structure. You have the corporate ladder structure, which is corporate, usually what you see in corporate America or whatever corporate in your own country. And then you have a pyramid structure. If you look at some of the biggest companies in the world that has been going on for the longest, they use a pyramid structure in their business. It's just the person at the top, the CEO, is making all the money. Just like the person who's the CEO of a corporation, they're making all the money. Now, where network marketing does it different is they cut off a whole department of that pyramid structure, and it gives you the ability to earn money. So what do I mean by that? They do not pay for marketing. They're paying for manpower to do word of mouth marketing, social media marketing, or whatever else type of marketing that you want to do as an individual person. Now, this is where most of those companies go wrong. They're teaching you bad marketing strategies. Bad marketing is bad marketing. It doesn't make things illegal. Bad marketing is bad marketing. And most people, because they don't take network marketing as a serious business, they do horrible things that make people turn their nose up to it. When I first started out in network marketing, I was bombarding people all over social media. Hey, I got this opportunity. Hey, I got this opportunity. And then what I realized was that wasn't an effective strategy. So because I saw it wasn't effective, but yet I saw there was people who were making lots of money in it, I hired a coach. I hired a business coach that specialized in network marketing. Not only did I hire a business coach that specialized in network marketing, I hired a tax accountant that specialized in network marketing to make sure that I'm getting the business write-offs, the tax write-offs for doing my business. And that was how, at that time, CC and I were able to build a semi-successful network marketing company. Like, we were always making money in no matter what company we were doing. And one of the reasons why is we were passionate about the products that we were selling. And two, we made ourselves become business professionals. We wasn't acting like someone who was in desperation. Hey, if you give me 5 people, I can start making this amount of money. I can show you how to do it. No, you're not going to sign up 5 people and start making $3,000 a month and guarantee passive income. That's a lie. That is a lie. It takes hard work. Now you have the recruitment aspect of network marketing, and you also have the selling aspect. My big focus was on the selling aspect because I was using the products. At that time, it was Moringa based products. I had Moringa based facial products, lotions. It was hormones, supplements for men. I even had a Moringa water filter that was cost a whole lot of money. All of this stuff. And the reason why I was being successful in the business was I was a person who used the products at the time. Now the company had got bought out by another company, and because they're not in Africa, I'm not using that business anymore. And just because it's a little bit of a headache trying to make sure I'm on the right time of the U.S. So before you ask why you don't do it anymore, that's the reason why. It's because I literally moved over to this side of the world, and it made things a little bit more difficult. However, I will be doing network marketing again once I do more research on which all companies are actually in this region. And so really think about network marketing because one, it's a job you can do wherever you're at, especially if you want to travel. Most people don't come to Africa, this side of the world. So you don't have to probably worry about the thing that I had to worry about just the time zone difference. Like when we were in Colombia and Panama, we were knocking things out, no problem. And then what's another thing that you can actually do to start earning money? Start investing. Investing in stocks, invest in crypto, invest in something that can give you a return of interest. Like in stocks, I only invest in companies that pay me a dividend. It can be a quarterly dividend, a yearly dividend, but it needs to pay me something. Like I have very few stocks in the oil company. But you know what? That oil company pays me like 3 cents every 2 or 3 months. And I'll just get the notification on my phone. It's like, hey, you receive your dividend interest 3 cents for this company. Now, most people will be like, oh, that ain't nothing. But hey, how much money do you have coming into your account out of nowhere doing nothing? Like we have to change our mentality. Before you can start getting 30 or 100 some dollars in your account every month or every 3 months, you might need to start learning how to get just a little bit of change in there. So don't knock small dividend yields, especially when you're investing in stocks. Even with the real estate company with Cardone Capital, the reason why I did that was because I knew it was going to give me $100 a month, $100 quarterly return of interest for the rest of my life. And then when I have kids, just transfer the account into their name. And that is completely tax-free because that is investor earned income. Earned income was the wrong word. That is investment returns. That's the word. So it's not in earned income, that is investor returns. So look for things that can get you actual returns of interest. Um, I'm not going to tell you exactly the things that I do because I feel like you have to educate yourself on that and you have to do things that you're comfortable with. Like even right now, I do more of a high risk investing with crypto and things just because I've seen where it was under Trump's last term and I was making great money, yeah. I was making such great money under that, and which came to an end under the Biden administration. So now that I know the Trump administration's coming back in, I'm going very heavy on crypto and I'm diversifying through the ones that I feel personally are going to get a big return of interest in this next 4 years. So you need to educate yourself on that, whether it's going to different investor classes, going to different webinars, seminars that people are putting on, or even something as simple as just finding people on YouTube who resonate with you that are actually doing advice or education around that. There's tons of people on here, but find someone that resonates with you. I will say this: if anyone is just telling you you're going to get rich quick, they're lying to you. Money does not come easily. Money comes when you deserve it. And usually to deserve it, you have to make yourself worthy of getting it. Before I was making, uh, I was bringing in well over 1,000. No, I was bringing in, how much was I bringing in? I'm undercutting it. I was bringing in, at one point at my highest, I was bringing in almost 4,000 US dollars a month just in crypto investment. Because I was investing on the actual blockchain. Um, Anybody who understands blockchain, you understand like when you're in that area, like you're pretty much doing insider trading. But a lot of people ended up losing money in that area because of what this current administration, the Biden administration, had did when they first took over. I'm not going to go into details about that though. And so I was bringing in well over 4,000 US dollars a month just in crypto investments. And it was great. I'm going to be honest with you. It was doing great. It set me up to invest in real estate. It set me to really expand my knowledge on crypto. However, what I haven't never told anybody, I started first researching crypto back in 2016, a year after I left the United States, because I was trying to understand what it was and got ripped off a few times, got some books that were just straight stupid, got some educational things that were just complete nonsense, just basic things I could have just found by doing a simple Google search. And I didn't quit. I didn't say, oh, this is a scam. I said, oh, this person is not trustworthy. I don't like them. I never knew them. So I'm not spending any more or investing any more of my money with them. And so I started looking for other people. And I go off of 3 factors: like, know, and trust. If I don't like a person, I don't follow their investment stuff, even if it's possibly a guaranteed win. If I don't know you, meaning I haven't done a seminar with you, I haven't done some kind of class with you, invested something with you to where I get to understand you better as a person, I don't just blindly throw my money at people. And also, if I don't build trust with you, if I don't feel like you're a moral fiber, a moral character that resonates with me, I do not invest or spend my money with you. And I would have really advised you to do the same thing from here on out for the rest of your life. If you don't like, know, and trust a person, do not throw any of your money their way. You need to always do things based off of those 3 qualifications. And this is the thing that we actually have been programmed to do at a subconscious level with most products that we use. Think about it. The difference between people who like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and my Southerners in Texas who like Dr. Pepper. Like, why is that? Because you like, know, and trust those brands. Most likely you like, know, and trust them because it was the same brands that your family used. Your parents may have used, your grandparents may have used, some of your close friends may have used. And so you want to build that like, know, trust factor with other people before you start investing with them. Invest little at first just to get to see how much you can trust them and how they gonna do with things. And then you go into bigger investments and things. I will say personally, as someone starting out. So if you're starting out new, fresh in any of these areas, your maximum investment shouldn't be more than 50 US dollars. I'm just gonna be, that's even with a network marketing company. You should not have to be spending 400, 500, or thousands of dollars. It's making it harder for you to get your return of interest. And the thing is, the harder it is for you to start making that first dollar, it's going to be more unbelievable that it's actually ever going to happen. However, if you're spending like $50 or less to start up, like a network marketing company, you're not as like, okay, man, I got to make this money quick, because it's not hurting you as much. But when you start getting into the hundreds of dollars and the thousands of dollars, you need to be a professional at that business, of the business of selling and all of those things, in the business of marketing. Because when you're getting into a network marketing company, the key word there is marketing. You're creating a network to market to. And that's what a lot of people are not teaching. And this is why a lot of people are thinking that very, very wonderful business structure is a scam. And so I just wanted to share this with you, because I'm just seeing too many of these videos of people either e-begging out here on the YouTube and other platforms, or just these videos of people talking about how they're living in these countries and broke. And like, the Philippines is cheaper than majority of Africa. And I'm like, bro, how are you broke in the Philippines? I believe 1,000 US dollars a month in the Philippines, you should be saving maybe $200 or $300 a month. Like, your living expenses are cheap. Your food there is cheap. Your activity, you live right by the ocean, most likely, no matter where you are on the islands. Like, it's an island, and it's not that expensive. So before you just get yourself in a situation where all these people are saying, "Oh, quit your job, come here and do this," don't get dependent on trying to create a YouTube channel. I've been doing my channel well over 5 years now, off and on for about 3 years. The last 2 years, I've been really, really consistent at it. However, monetization on YouTube isn't something that's going to happen overnight. And even if you look at some of these channels where you can go and see like, oh, how much is this channel making? Those numbers are lies. A lot of these people are not making a lot of money. They may put out an image. And I know there's still this fake influencer image of, I'm doing great, I'm living well. But when you watch some of these people's live streams, you're going to see like, they're not living in the nicest places, not living in the best Airbnb. They're penny pinching, they're budgeting. You can tell when they're stressed out. You can tell when they're angry. And life don't have to be like that, man. Like, I've had stressful days living overseas. Yes. Majority of my stresses come from whenever I have to deal with immigration or a government agency. And that's like anywhere in the world. Like, it's just usually the policies and procedures you don't have an understanding, because you're new into the system, into their matrix. They don't really understand that their matrix isn't the same as the matrix you came from. And those are the things, just the normal, worrisome, tiresome annoyances that's going to happen. If you talk to anybody, whether it's an immigrant or an expat, they're going to tell you, usually dealing with the government and dealing with immigration, things like those, the different procedures and hoops they got to jump through, or making sure every paperwork is right. That's their biggest issue. And I feel like that should always be your biggest issue if you're deciding to leave your home country. You should not be worried about if I go to the dentist tomorrow, will that make me broke, or will I not be able to pay my rent next month? Like, you shouldn't be having those problems at all. So that's why I making this video. And that's also why I'm going to do a little bit more videos on finances and living overseas. I'm going to make a future video, and I'm going to tell you exactly the minimum amount that I feel you should be bringing in a month. Some people are going to be like, oh, that's high, that's too much. I'm telling you, as someone who has left their home country, do not try to live off of whatever the minimum standards are for the country you're going to. You do not know how to live the way that they know how to live in their matrix. Every country is a different matrix. It don't even matter if they speak English or not. It's still a different matrix, still different standard and quality of living. And also, you need to understand, when you're going into these new countries, you need to be putting yourself in the high middle class end at the very least. Um, hey, little buddy. Hey, yeah, stop raining. Our little cat here. And so, like, you want to put yourself in the high end middle class at the very least. Um, I personally don't recommend going to the high level because I feel like it'd be overpriced. But the high end of the middle class is a really great area to be in because you're really getting to see the people who are really doing things with their lives, the people that are out here working, the people that are really putting in the effort to change not only their lives, but their family lives. And that's how you start getting opportunities under meeting. Hey, what's up, buddy? That's how you start getting opportunities. Hey, I'm doing a video, man. Come on. Yeah, I'm doing a video. Let me finish, please. Because you get meeting the people that they're gonna tell you about opportunities. Because the same way they're out here wanting to change their lives and their family lives for the better, they understand like, hey, this person most likely here to change their life too. Like, let me share this information. Let me share that information. That's how I get a lot of this information. And I just ask people. I talk to them. And you're gonna start realizing too, these are the nicest people you're gonna find. That higher echelon of the middle class. So let me just go ahead and end the video here. I'm almost hitting 30 minutes, and this is supposed to be like a 15-minute video. But if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. If you're an expat, share some information with the people below. Like, what would be your biggest tip on helping someone to budget when they're leaving their home country and to be able to really survive? I don't want you to think like, oh, Jason knows it all. There's times where I get some advice from other people. Like, I have expat friends all over the world. Some are in Thailand, some in Vietnam, some in Colombia, Panama, Dominican Republic, South Korea, South Africa. So, like, don't think it's just me knowing all this information. A lot of us have this information. And the reason why I asked for if you know something and you're an expat, leave it in the comments because we have to start collaborating. If you remember how hard it was for you when you first left your home country, let's not put anybody else through that, man. Because I remember the times of being ripped off, scammed, all of that. And it's because I had no one to talk to, no one to get information from. And so that's one of the things that motivates me to do videos like this. And so we just want to end it here. Like I say, any questions or comments, leave them down below. And just remember this, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.